Prime Diego Maradona. That's right, that's who we're going to be looking at for today's FUTWIZ player review. This guy's finally out, 97 rated Diego Maradona. So of course, I picked up the loan version because he is a very expensive icon to get through the SBC process and on the market, of course, but he does have some pretty mental stats. He's a cam with 92 pace, 93 shooting, 92 passing, and of course 97 dribbling. That's nuts. He's only 5'5" with high medium work rates, left-footed, with 5-star skills and only a 3-star weak foot. So I've got a couple of different squad options for you today using the Argentine. I've got him as a centre forward in this first team. It's a little bit of a squad which is going to really make him stand out as the out and out main man, you know, the most talented player on the pitch there. But there are some good options in the squad. And then of course we've got the mega team where anyone like this, a 97 rated icon, deserves to fit in alongside the likes of Hullet, of Rio, of 94 Ronaldinho. Of course, that is the sort of squad we're expecting Maradona to be in quite a lot of the time. So moving on in to the in-game stats for this player, I'm super impressed because they all look crazy good in the areas that matter, right? Basic chemistry style turns him into an absolute god, but today I feel like using the chemistry style is the one for us because, let's face it, all of the stats within pace, dribbling and passing look nearly perfect anyway. Let's just boost the shooting up to perfection and then most importantly try and give him that plus 10 on the strength and a little bit more on the aggression and stuff like that, which could be two quite important stats to boost to turn this guy from someone who's like average, maybe a little bit weak, to someone that can hold his own in the physical department. So we now move on to the goals. You're going to see all of them flying into the back of the net. Some actually really nice ones as well. A nice free kick in here somewhere, which I hope you guys do enjoy. But there are a couple of negatives, and I've got to say they're probably quite big ones, knowing that this is a very expensive player, a very top tier, high-end player on FIFA 18. The weak foot situation is probably about as bad as it gets, really. You know, 3-star weak foot is something that a lot of people are going to know about because they're going to check out the bio of this player. They're going to use the loan version and stuff, and people are going to know that you're going to try and get on the left foot of this guy, and if that happens, it makes him more readable. And of course, it just means that you're not really able to shoot on the 3-star weak foot as often either, because it's not going to be as successful. And then of course, stamina is still in the 70s, which I hoped for Maradona in his prime had been a little bit more, considering how like agile and pacey this guy is. I thought maybe he could last the 90 minutes a little bit better. And you do notice a drop off later on in the game. But because his stats are so high in most departments, he still feels like a very agile player all through the game, of course. So we can now move on to the positives, because there's a lot longer of a list than there are the negatives, although the negatives may outweigh the positives for you if, you know, just based around cost and stuff, you're kind of hoping and expecting for perfection, right? And that's not what Maradona is. However, when you do get on the ball with this guy, you realise, wow, he is super quick. In the acceleration department, in the sprint speed department, Maradona possesses what I like to call the combo. So he's got extremely good acceleration and sprint speed, impeccable ball control and dribbling, and brilliant agility and balance. So those 6 stats combined just make for the most difficult player to defend against on FIFA, because he can pull away from you like so easily. He can keep away from you with great sprint speed. His first touch is just a madness anyway, and then he dribbles with the ball, changes direction so very well and so quickly that you can't keep up with it. And if you do utilize like the close control dribbling and stuff, Maradona's a complete and utter beast at that. He's a wizard on this game. And then top that off with 5-star skill moves, right? The ability to do all of the skills in the game, and you get a complete magician on FIFA 18. Strength is an area which I can now happily put into the positives category. For me, he was nice and strong. He had like this bulldog approach, which was brilliant. You know, he was actually able to physically hold off defenders because of his great balance stat, and the fact that he's so short and has that low centre of gravity means that he's unlikely to fall over. So just sort of digging deep and digging in and being able to hold players off is something that Maradona can now do with that 85 strength that we've given him with our chemistry style today. So I really like that about him. And then the final two stats are down to the contributions that he's going to make. He's got brilliant vision and amazing passing ability. So those 1-2s, the feeding the ball through to your attackers if you play him at cam, he's going to do all of that and really gain those key passes and assists for your ultimate team. And then his shooting on that left foot was just sublime, like super powerful, super accurate. Curve was great, volleys are good, free kicks were brilliant. Just overall crazy long shots right into the top of the corner. Low driven shots were impeccable as well. Like, I love shooting with Maradona on his left foot. It's just a case of whether or not you think the player that you're going to be coming up against is going to really know that he's a left-footed player and try to push you onto the right, which you're not going to have as much success with. So there you go, guys. A couple of really hard-hitting negatives, but a whole lot of positives as well. Very, very fun player to use on the game. Highly recommend you get his loan and test him out. It's a nice, cheap SBC to do. Let me know what you think of him down below in that comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace.